Hi dears, today we are going to learn about the interaction of nucleons and their forces, nuclear forces. You already know that the properties of nuclear force. The nucleon interacts uh, through the nuclear force. The properties are the nuclear force is uh, stronger only in the short distance, and the nuclear force can overcome the Coulomb repulsion of protons in the nucleus. Then at long distance or of the order of atomic sizes, the nuclear force is negligibly feeble. The interaction among nuclei in a molecule can be understood based only on the Coulomb force. That means the nuclear force is acting only in the nuclear distance. Okay, we will see the more properties of nuclear forces later. These are some known facts. Some particles are immune from the nuclear force. There is no evidence from atomic structure that electrons feel the nuclear force at all. And we know that we don't have any evidence of the effect of nuclear force on the electron. That means some particles are immune from nuclear force. So nuclear force is stronger in short distance only, and some particles are immune from nuclear force. Other properties are the nucleon force seems to be nearly independent of whether the nucleons are neutrons or protons. That means nuclear force is charge independent. Nucleon force depends on whether the spins of the nucleons are parallel or anti-parallel. That the nuclear force depends on the spins of the nucleons. Then the nucleon force includes a repulsive term, which keeps the nucleons at a certain average separation. That means the nuclear force is repulsive at very short distance and attractive in the nuclear region. The nucleon force has a non-central or tensor component. That means the nuclear force is a tensor component. This part of the force does not conserve orbital angular momentum, which is a constant of motion under central force. Nuclear force is a tensor quantity. Now we will go to the deuteron properties. We know that a deuteron is 2H nucleus, consists of a neutron and a proton. A system of neutron and proton is called a deuteron. A neutral, this is positive charge, neutron and proton. It is deuteron. If an electron is attached with the deuteron, it becomes a neutral atom. That is, 2H neutral atom is called deuterium. So deuteron is positive charge particle, positive charge nucleus atom, and 2H deuterium is a neutral atom. It is the simplest bound state of nucleons and therefore gives us an ideal system for studying the nucleon interaction. So neutron proton interacted and they form a bounded system and they form a nucleus called deuteron. Okay. Then the binding energy of the deuteron is precisely measured quantity, which can be measured in different methods, by spectroscopic method or by mass doublet method. And from the mass doublet method, the mass of the deuteron 2H nucleus is found as 2.014101789, and also almost it is 2.0141017. And from the binding energy we can measure the measured 1H neutron masses. We can find the binding energy, the mass of proton plus mass of neutron. When they combine, they release some energy. Then the mass of when they combine, they form a deuteron. Okay, so the difference in mass, delta mc square, for mass of one proton plus mass of one neutron minus mass of the deuteron into c square, gives the binding energy 2.22463 with an error plus or minus, with the precision plus or minus 0.00404 MeV. Okay. We can also determine, you please note this binding energy of deuteron 2.22 MeV. We can also determine this binding energy directly by bringing a proton and a neutron together to form 2H. Another method is that we can also determine the binding energy by bringing a proton and a neutron together. Okay. And we combine them to form a deuteron 2H nucleus, and the measured energy of the gamma ray photon that is emitted during that interaction, fusion, we will get 1H plus proton plus neutron. When they combine, they become the deuteron, and they releases an energy in the form of gamma radiation. The reduced binding energy, which is equal to the observed energy of the photon plus a small recoil correction, which is 2.224589 with precision plus or minus 0.000002 MeV. This is almost equal to, which is a good agreement with the previous the binding energy found from the previous methods. A third method uses a reverse reaction called photodissociation. That means a deuteron will be splitted into proton and neutron by hitting with a photon of gamma energy of this same energy. So a gamma radiation interact with the deuteron 2H nucleus, then they split it into 1H, 1 proton plus 1 neutron, in which a gamma ray photon breaks apart a deuteron. The minimum gamma ray energy that accomplishes this process equal to the binding energy. Then the observed value is about 2.224 MeV, which is also in good agreement with the previous methods. Then the average binding energy per nucleon is about 8 MeV. We have already seen. Okay, the deuteron is therefore very weakly bound compared with the typical nuclei. Let us see how we can analyze these results to study the properties of the deuteron. Average nuclear binding energy. Okay. Minus V0 is the depth of the potential well, which is about 35 MeV. For a deuteron, we have seen that the binding which is about minus 2 MeV. So this is the nuclear potential and this is the potential well of a deuteron. Above this region, this energy is known as the binding energy of deuteron at R equal to R.